What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey boys. Hey man, listen. Today I've got a genius video idea. I'm here with a tier list of every UFC version of Conor McGregor. We've got every year of his career tier listed, ranked, and I'm gonna go back to some of my favorite McGregor moments, some of my lowlights as a McGregor fan. I'm gonna be real. I'm still a McGregor fan. It did suck to see him go 0-7 on Tough, and with that in mind, and the fact that we don't know when he's fighting next, and to be honest, I don't really care anymore. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really care when he fights next. Like I'll be excited when it happens, but him just kind of wishy-washy, like, oh, I'm coming back, but he's not testing and doesn't have an opponent. I don't care anymore, man. Just fucking sign a fight, dude. So we're gonna look back on better days, all right? I'm gonna start things off with probably the most hated version of McGregor, I guess I would say. Probably one of the most popular versions. We're gonna go 2018 versus Khabib. I'm gonna put him at D tier, dude. I'm gonna put 2018 McGregor at D tier. Now, the reason he's not E tier is because some of the most iconic trash talk of all time. Like this is one of the most goated press runs by Conor McGregor ever. He carried this fight promotionally. He definitely made Khabib a superstar. A lot of iconic moments in 2018 McGregor, like throwing the dolly at the bus, legendary shit, dude. Traumatizing Rose Namajunas, legendary as fuck, dude. But it's some of the best trash talk of all time, really. To get up there talking about Ali Abdelaziz, he exposed that whole fucking thing. Got you shit on buzz. You're some buzz at parties, I tell you. Like, all that shit was legendary as fuck. But probably his worst in-cage performance to date, to be honest, was 2018. Now, he did win a round against Khabib, which makes me think he could have done well in a rematch. I don't know if he would have won. But he actually did well in that fight. I'm not going to say that he did get smacked up, but, like, he had moments and glimpses of greatness in that fight. We're going to move on to a better version of McGregor, okay? When he came back from this Khabib fight, he was different, bruh. Okay, he was different, bro. And I'm not talking about like the Jack Della Maddalena fight IQ type of different, dude. I'm talking a good type of different. He was humbler. He was friendlier. He still had cool trash talk, though. And he came back and came back with a W, bro. 2020 McGregor, B tier as fuck. This was a good time, bro. This was a good time, dude, and it's kind of disappointing to me. It's not higher because we didn't get to see any more of this version of McGregor. I mean, long hair, friendly McGregor. There will be no bad blood, but blood will be spilled. That was a cool time period, bruh. The shoulder strikes, the boxing, like he came back just focused, man. Like I remember he dodged that water bottle in Russia. He wanted to fight Diego Sanchez. Like this guy was on a mission, bro. I think without COVID, he could have made another run to the belt, in my opinion. I think that long break between this fight and the Poirier fight, which we'll talk about later, definitely messed him up and messed up his career trajectory. But this is definitely a very personal favorite of McGregor, all right? We're going to move on swiftly to the greatest version of McGregor of all time. This is S tier. I'm not even going to fucking build up the hype. It's 2016 McGregor, dude. You know it. I know it. We know it. This was the best fighter of all time. I don't give a fuck, dude. In terms of entertainment and star value and performances, this was the peak of the UFC, was 2016 McGregor. This guy was must-see TV. In 1 year, he did the 2 press runs with Nate Diaz, So many iconic, quotable fucking moments. Like, I'm trying not to just quote everything he fucking said to Nate Diaz, like, all that shit. Like, that little press conference in the gym that they did where Nate Diaz was like, why you give a fuck about the belts? Why you fucking carry him everywhere? You know what I'm saying? It's like making fun of him for being champion. And Conor McGregor got all defensive. He's like, I don't give a fuck about the belts. Fuck the belts. Like, it was just so fucking cool, dude. That rivalry, S tier rivalry, and then he tops this iconic fucking runoff with the most flawless, bro. Casually just had the most flawless performance of all time against Eddie Alvarez, who's no scrub, right? Who's not a bum by any means. Made him look like he had an Ilya Topuria, Josh Emmett performance against someone actually good. Like that's how fucking crazy good this guy was. Like that's why I wasn't impressed with Topuria, because I was like, I've seen a better performance against a way better guy. Like, McGregor was that guy, bro. This guy was beating anybody, dude. 2016 McGregor was the fucking man, dude. I'm sorry, bro. I get so much nostalgia, bro. That was the peak of the UFC. It has never been the same since, dude. All right, and there's one reason why, and we're gonna talk about it now. 2017 McGregor. Now, arguably the peak of his star power was this 2017 boxing run McGregor. Again, so many iconic lines and moments, you know. Get that phone out of your hand. You're 40 years of age. What the fuck are you doing with a school bag on stage? You can't even read. Like, just so many iconic, but I could keep going. I really could. But I'm trying not to do that, dude. 2017 McGregor. We're going to go B tier, bro. This was a very fun, iconic run. Not his best performance, but at the same time, it was a good performance. Like, that's the thing. There's no version of McGregor where I go, holy fuck, this guy sucks, dude. Like, people say that this guy's washed and they don't know who would win over him and Tony Ferguson. I truly believe the level of washedness is nowhere near Nate Diaz, Tony Ferguson. I still think he could beat Michael Chandler if he came back. He is not washed by any means. And at his peak, this was a pound for pound top 5 fighter. This was a pound for pound number 1 fighter at his peak. I truly believe that, dude. And 2017 McGregor, to go 10 good rounds with Floyd Mayweather, say what you want, he got carried, whatever. He didn't get, hey, Floyd didn't want him to hit that fucking uppercut that he hit, bro. So this was a good time period for McGregor, but not his like highest levels of like 2016, okay? We're going to move back in time now. Okay, so we've had some bad, we've had some good. Let's go with some big banger fucking mid McGregor, dude. And I'm going to say some solid mid McGregor, dude. Let's go 2021 McGregor. This is a pretty mid McGregor time period, okay? Not bad, not crazy good, not very memorable in my opinion. Got knocked the fuck out by Dustin Poirier, and we never heard the end of it, you know? Like, that's the last time you're going to doubt my husband. It's like, we do not care, bro. We do not fucking care, lady. But listen, this spawned evil McGregor, so that was worth something. But you know, it wasn't a bad performance. Like he was doing well in that fight. He seemed to have improved his cardio, but he just looked small and he just had no effect on Poirier. I don't know if it was a really bad weight cut. The bored McGregor was not a very good look either. His trash talk was very boring. Like this was a very boring McGregor build up as well. So that's why it's not. Like, he performed a lot better than he did against Khabib. That's why he's higher than Khabib. I wouldn't even be mad at maybe moving... You know what? Actually, now I've just convinced myself that 2018 McGregor is also C tier. Or should I put 2021 at D tier? I'm going to put 2021 at D tier, bro. Because it's actually... No. We'll put 2018 C tier. Because iconic trash talk, not the best performance. Terrible trash talk. Decent performance, to be honest. Actually, a pretty underrated performance. So the kid done well. The kid done well. So I will give him some respects. But yeah, I'm gonna say C tier for 2021 McGregor. He's kind of mid, bro. Like this is like, it's all right, dude. All right, let's move on to a younger McGregor, an exciting young prospect who had a lot to prove. Let's go 2013 McGregor. I'm gonna put him at D tier, bro. I'm gonna put this dude at D tier. Now this is not a dig at him. Like, that's not a bad rating. 20, like, D is a very respectable letter, bro. Pause. But this was just the beginning of McGregor. This wasn't like a crazy iconic press run, any really iconic fights. He fought Max Holloway, and I believe it was Marcus Brimage. We got a glimpse of what we were going to get, but it wasn't anything close to the 2018, the 2021, the 2020. You know what I mean? Like, it's not on that level at all. So I'm going to put it at D tier, but he won fights, and he showed us everything we got excited for as he moved on into later years, okay? Now, let me talk about probably the worst version of McGregor. This version of McGregor was just, something was just very off, and I'm getting those same vibes now in 2023. Probably the worst version of McGregor, dude. I'm going to put 2022 at E tier, bro. The trash talk wasn't hitting. The fight, I thought he did well, but he got rocked a bit and he pulled that guillotine, and it just wasn't a good. It wasn't a good McGregor fight, bro. It wasn't a good build up. It wasn't a good card, and it wasn't a good fight, bro. So there's none of the things that really make a solid McGregor era, bro. You know, 2016, you have the ultimate press run, the ultimate fights, the rivalry, right? The best performance in UFC history, right? You know, even 2020, you've got a great performance. You've got a decent press run. Same with 2017. You know, but when you get to E tier 2022 McGregor, I mean, the guy broke his fucking leg. He had one good, like, he was good after the fight. That's the thing. Like, Your wife is in me DMs. Like, it was good. But the build up, it just wasn't very good. Like, Poirier was roasting him. It just wasn't. Yeah, the shit was mid, bro. The shit was mid as fuck, bro. The shit was mid, dude. And I'm sorry to say that. This was the worst McGregor ever, dude. Okay? Let me move on to a lot more of a fun time in the McGregor timeline, dude. Let's go to 2014. Let me take you back to 2014. This was an underrated and underappreciated McGregor run, dude. 2014, I'm going fucking B tier, bro. Iconic look with the braids, okay? And that whole beef with Dustin Poirier, I feel like that's what really elevated this guy to a star. Was that whole beef with Dustin Poirier, who was a legit contender at the time, and you see that as he goes on in his career. Like, that's a good win for McGregor. That whole beef elevated this entire run that we saw after. You know, all the trash talk, all that clip of him laughing at Embedded, you know, and then to knock Poirier out in like 2 minutes, I think. Like, this was such a good fucking McGregor time period, dude. This was the beginning of the run, like the run, dude. And to top it off, let's talk about the run. All right, not S tier, but A tier. 2015 McGregor, go to this fuck, dude. You know what? I've been sitting here thinking about it. I've been like, oh, it's A tier. They're gonna be mad. This is S tier, dude. This is fucking S tier McGregor, bro. 2015 McGregor was fucking S tier, bro. The 13-second knockout of Jose Aldo, the entire build-up, that entire psychological fucking destruction of Chad Mendes and Jose Aldo, the short notice fight with Mendes, the fucking iconic comeback where he gets taken down, he gets back up, he finishes Chad Mini Mendes, you know, all the iconic trash talk and moments that he had during this run. This was just such a legendary fucking year, dude. 2015, 2016 McGregor will never be topped in my opinion. They are both S tier runs by themselves. If a fighter came into the UFC and just had that 2015 year where they beat a top contender, they win the interim belt off the hardest matchup for them in the division, and then they beat the pound for pound number one by knockout in 13 seconds. That's a Hall of Fame career. Then if another fighter was at lightweight and lost a fight, avenged that fight, right? And then flawlessly destroyed the champion, that would also be a Hall of Fame career, in my opinion. The fact that this dude did that back to back, I don't give a fuck. I know I'm glazing, bro. I don't give a fuck, dude. This is the best. This is the best fucking run of all time, bro. All right, remember this shit, dude. That's iconic shit right there. So let me know what you guys think of my tier list. Where would you rank these versions of McGregor? You know, am I wrong? Am I right? Let me know down below. And if you have other fighters you want me to do this for, let me know in the comments down below, boys. I could definitely see myself doing another version of this in the future. But yeah, bro, if you enjoyed this, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, bro. Let's get 10K soon, bro. Let's get 10K soon, yeah? Run that fucking number up, yeah? And go follow me on Instagram at Bedtime MMA because I just posted the tape with Tracy Cortez, bro. Check it out, man. See you, bro.